Okay, I just want to quickly say that I mentioned the Pinterest board for the Sephora sale last video, and a lot of you guys went to it and had like a lot of, like, you guys liked it. So I want you to know that since then I've made my purchase. I've tried out a lot of stuff, which I'll review in this video, and I've updated the boards to move things that I do like into their proper categories of recommendations, and then also have just removed things that I don't like. So again, it'll be linked below. I hope you guys like this. I'm really thinking about doing Pinterest boards for other things, but I have to get a feel for it first. Like, if you guys aren't gonna go to them, then to make them is a lot of time to, like, whatever. It's linked below, and on with the vlog. Okay, so I have a bit of stuff collecting on the kitchen island, so I also thought we could start filming here sometimes, because it's so much easier than me moving everything. I mean, the lighting there is better, but this is just like easier. Also, I can put it away and or use it. So first off, we have more of these Blemish patches. They changed the location of these in my store. They're now kind of by like Burt's Bees Shea Moisture area. So if you were looking for these, mine have changed location. They used to be where like Clearasil, Neutrogena kind of acne products were. I've been using these a lot. I have a situation right here. I didn't really put much effort into covering it up. I just kind of like, you know, there's foundation and powder, but not like pinpoint concealing. Okay, next up, that's Walmart. What else? Okay, off of eBay, I grabbed this. This is the Cosmetics Opti Crystal Eye Serum, Liquid Crystal Eye Serum. I was sent this years ago, and I have not stopped repurchasing. This is the best stuff ever. It's $95 at retail. I feel like my camera cut my head off. When I look at my camera, ooh, okay. I felt like I didn't like how my hair was being cut off. Like I was just like getting this much on camera. Anyway, this is the Cosmetics Opti Crystal Liquid Eye Serum. This was sent to me years ago. It retails at $95. It's very expensive, but it is, I can't find anything else to replicate what it does under the eyes, and how makeup looks on top of it, etc. So I get mine off of eBay and Amazon pretty often. I've never got a dud, as in like it was like weird or off smelling, or the consistency was bad. I've just repurchased this so many times. It's so excellent. I will list below sellers I've bought from if I can, if they're on there, but I tend to get it for 30 to 40, which I'm more closer to 30 to 35 is what I'm comfortable with paying for this, because it's just a staple in the under eye situation. SkincareRX. If you guys haven't signed up for their emails, sign up for them. It's how I find out about their promotions all the time. They were doing 30% off. I picked up another of the Kagendo Cleansing Spa Water, the big bottle. This retails at $75, I think, for the big one, so 30% off is very helpful. I also got, okay, these are also back. They were, I think, 24, and then with the 30% off, they run about 16, and you get 2 beauty blenders, so always nice. I picked up 2 of them. I think I'm set for a while. I picked up 2 in the last sale as well. I've been on a cleansing balm kick. Thank you for all of your recommendations in the previous video. Super helpful. So I was on the site and found this one from Sundari. Packaging like this. That's a much better representation. I feel like because it's so white, it makes me look whiter, which I'm not. I mean, I'm kind of pale right now, but I'm not that pale. So this one I haven't opened yet, so let's see. I don't want to use it because I'm still going through my Good Molecules, as well as I had a sample of the pharmacy, which I'm also using right now. Oh, this is sealed. So, okay, we won't really talk about this one until we get to it, but I have tried this one. Okay, moving on. Did I get anything else from that website? No, I don't think so. Okay, Macy's was doing 10 Days of Glam. This was on sale for half off, so I grabbed it. It's the IT Cosmetics. I guess it doesn't really have a label on it, but it's the dual-ended brush that looks like this. They have another one that is like with brown here, and then into this kind of like gradient synthetic, what do they call it? Duo fiber. Every time I see people use this in their videos, they talk about how much they love it. It's like a default brush for a lot of people, so I wanted to grab it to try out since I am quite into synthetic foundation brushes right now. I really think I will like it based off of how it looks and feels. Okay, updates. I used this brush today, the It Cosmetics, this double-ended thing. So awesome. Absolutely worth all the hype. I used the Soap and Glory foundation today. It just went on like, this does not disrupt your skincare. It does not disrupt anything that you've put on your skin like a primer. It's just really, really beautiful. I did like a this motion, and I might have like dragged like a little bit, but I'm like a press and slide and press and slide, not like, you know, big swipes. So yes, I recommend this one. I also have the Kiss lashes in the little black dress on today. That's what they look like. They're actually much more subtle. They look more dramatic in the box, but I like them. I don't know like if I would repurchase them. Like I like them, but I'm not like obsessed with them. And for the price, I would rather go for just something like less expensive. I mean, they're $5.99 at CVS, which means they're, I don't know, how much would they be at like a Walmart? Like $4.99. And then they do come in a multi-pack, so that's what's going on. This thing is pissing me off. Okay, so I've got my Sephora purchase in from the sale, and I wanted to start sharing items with you and reviewing things that I haven't talked about before. So the first things are that Patrick Ta release blushes, which I really considered getting because I really like enjoy things that he releases and puts out. But I got the lip liner and I got the shade She's Proud. So his component is a click up. The shape of it is similar to not necessarily a brow pencil, because the brow pencils they go to a tip at the top, but it is a rectangular and it's on an angle. And I've worn it every day since I got it. I think it's so pretty. I think it lines the lips really beautifully when you turn it to the side. For me, I have like lip here, but then I like lack lip here. So it makes it so easy to fill that part in or overline that area. I love the formula. My standbys are Pat McGrath and Charlotte Tilbury, but this is like up there now. So these are the top 3. Highly recommend. I'm gonna get another shade. There's one that's a little more brown that I want to use, also more for like the edge of the lips to contour. So I would recommend this, but once you click it up, you cannot click it down. So don't, you know, release more product than you need. The other thing he has is this silky lip cream, and the shade I have is She's Secure, and it's a peachy pink. I'll just watch his like after this. I just decided to give it a go, even though sometimes when things are lip creams, they dry down like more matte, and this absolutely does. I think if you're someone that wants to try out matte lips or who has had trouble in the past with matte lips, you would like this if you don't mind matte lips. For me, I love the look, and a lot of times what I see is people who have fuller lips or very unlined lips, it looks really good. For me, even though my lips are full, I have like this other right here in the center. It's like they're full, and there's like another like level of fullness like right in the center here. So whenever I wear anything matte, it amplifies that, and it looks like there's like butts, like a butt cheek on like the top of my, I don't know. I haven't, maybe one day we'll get like a really matte lip color and I'll show you what I mean. But like the Fenty ones that she does, I like love that formula so much, but it makes my lips look highly unattractive. So I will never wear matte lips. So this, I think if you like matte lips, you will absolutely love this. And if you want to try something out that isn't super drying and dehydrating, you'll also like this. But for me, to amplify like the booty on my lips, I'm like not interested in that. And then this is a repurchase. They're the Sephora Melting Lip Clicks. And here I have 2 shades. I repurchased Creme Brulee, and I have Caramel on right now. And it is like hands down the most perfect lip product for me. It gives color and it's moisturizing. It makes your lips look really good all the time. So that's the lip liner in She's Proud, the lip cream in She's Secure. And then we have the 2 melting lip clicks. This is Caramel and this is Creme Brulee. So I have Caramel on and, ooh, lighting. And I have the lip liner on today, and I think it's beautiful. I'm gonna get another, I don't know, they're 26 and then 20% off. I want to get another one of this one, and I'm gonna, like I said, get like the more brown one, like the medium brown one. When I like a lip liner, I go through it like really quickly. And then for the eyes, okay, my camera is having a really hard time focusing. It is now full on like fall winter mode, and there's like no light, so I think my camera's struggling. So on the eyes, I have the Huda Beauty Nude Rich palette. I picked up medium and rich. I figured the light one, even though really pretty and had really gorgeous shimmers, I wouldn't reach for it. I don't go for like a nude pastel, even though the purples were really pretty. So today I have this shade on, this shade, this shade, this shade. I didn't do any of the shimmers. So 4 of the mattes. And I think it is very pretty. I think if you, oh, and then I like kind of, what do you call it? Smudged bronzer under there, the Charlotte Tilbury Film Star Bronze and Glow in like the deep shade. This formula is excellent. I think all of her like this type palettes are awesome, and I would just recommend these over her larger palettes. I think this gives you like less like overwhelming feeling when you're creating an eyeshadow look. You can still do so many looks, but it's not like a huge palette. It's also really easy to carry around with you. The shades that she comes out with are always very complimentary, and there's always something a little different and interesting in there that's like thrown in to kind of spice things up. I feel like I'm using so many generic terms to describe makeup today. But yeah, so I have a whole bunch of other eyeshadow palettes to share with you, and maybe if I don't get full on reviews for everything, I'll try to do like a mini haul so you can see what I'm interested in. I know that the sale has opened up to everybody at this point, so yes. Okay, there was a disturbance. I started filming the very first part of the Sephora haul and something happened, and that whole clip also disappeared. So I'm going to fill you in on some stuff in case like the next clip you see is confusing. I talked about the Natasha Denona palette, this gorgeousness, and I'm gonna do swatches in a bit. And I talked about this Fenty Glossy Posse and mentioned that I had this shade on the lips, the Hot Chocolate. Guys, this has been just a mess of a day of filming. And I'm sorry, this vlog is probably gonna go up after, you know, after noon, so. Okay, back to me in like other time. Okay, mild interruption. I don't know where we're at. First there's music, then it was loud, then it was actually the FedEx people, and then the UPS people, and Sumo just, you know, he loses it. Okay, so what was I sharing with you? Pat McGrath. Right, so the Pat McGrath and Natasha Denona, I obviously wanted to get like, you know, when they were released, but these are really pricey palettes. I literally just like waited, like even when like the Fenty glosses released, those are the 3 purchases where I was like, I'm gonna wait. Even like also the Huda Beauty nude palettes, I just like was gonna wait for the sale and then I'd get a discount because, you know, too much money, yeah? Okay, so there's swatches of the Pat McGrath. I mean, that glitter topper is just beautiful. Or this just like blended into any of these shades. Ugh, this color, seriously, I don't know if it's the color, it's a color and the formula that just blends so. I like wore smoky eyes, like I said, twice this week because of this color. But here's some swatches from the Natasha Denona palette. These are the 3 shades I have on the eyes today. And here's like, that's that kind of cool tone looking brown I showed you. It's like more neutral. And then that's that dirty green. The kind of lighter, like deeper version. This is like the more like almost neon type green. And then, I mean, I think the formula on so many of these is just insane. I feel like a lot of people could be turned off by the palette thinking there's a lot of similar shades as far as like oranges and browns go, but I think they're beautiful. Okay, so I already showed you this, but it's the Nude Rich from Huda Beauty and the Nude Medium. So I'll give you, I'm not gonna do swatches. I think, again, I would recommend getting these over any of her larger palettes because it just makes more sense. But here's the medium, here's rich. They're actually quite similar. They're just like, you know, the intensity has been knocked up a bit. So if you were to look at these colors, there's like, okay, so those, like those 2 are very similar. Like these 2 are very similar. If we're gonna talk about like lighter shades, like they're just kind of amped up a little bit, you know what I mean? So I like both of these. I guess I could probably just keep one. If I was gonna just keep one, I'd probably keep the darkest one, I guess, because the darker shades can be blended out to be lighter. Okay, next, I'm on a Shiseido kick. I actually picked up the gel concealer stick that's on the Macy's website. I don't think it's on the Sephora site, but I picked up this Radiant powder. It's a loose powder, and I really like the packaging. I'm debating whether to keep this or not. So there's a puff, which is a luxurious, like a really nice puff. And then it has like a lid, but it's like, what's the word I'm looking for? It's not just like a cover, it actually sits in to the container, so it actually holds the powder in place. And then you have a mesh, and it's so nice. Now, to me, I think that this is something for someone who has dry skin, who skin also tends to look really matte because of that dryness, because this is a very glowy powder. It is so thin, it's so silky. Again, dry skin, aged, mature, like this is for you. I mean, anyone can use it, but it's also so thin and so light. It's not gonna have any kind of pore blurring properties. It's just gonna be a really beautiful powder to set that doesn't leave you looking like you've set with powder, basically. I feel like I'm looking very glowy today. What did I use this foundation? Oh, I use the Jouer concealer as foundation. It's really good. Like, look at this like random glow. Like in this lighting, no, but like when the light hits you, like so nice. I don't have any highlighter on. I just use like a lighter concealer to like, you know, bring it down the nose and put it on the high points of my cheek. I use the Rodial Banana Lowlighter, like so pretty. Okay, I also picked up this set from Laneige. Came in a box like this, and it just has 3 of the balms. So you can get these off of YesStyle, and they range in price anywhere from $7 to $9 I've seen. And they have, my issue with YesStyle is while they have a lot of stuff and they do run really great promotions, things are often out of stock and the pricing of things is different. Like this one might be $7 and this one might be $9. So it's just kind of weird, and sometimes when things are out of stock, it takes a long time for your order to ship. So this retailed at $35, I think, on the Sephora site, and then with the 20% off, I'm like pretty okay with how much each one cost. I bought this last year and I love it. I don't know if it's as intense as the one in the jar, the mask, but this is still so good. I reach for it all the time, so I wanted to get more, and I just waited up until like the sale to see if I can pick some up. And there's also pear, which is good. I like peach and berry, and I saw that they came out with like a mint chocolate one, so we'll see if at some point I grab that one. But these will last me for a really long time. I want to put one in my purse, I want to keep one at my desk, in the office, and I guess this one will just be a backup. More eyeshadow palettes, I know, like, but this is just where we're at right now. This is the Natasha Denona Mini Gold. I grabbed this one. These colors, they're just, at first when I saw the promotion photos for this, I didn't think I was gonna get it, because it really, like, I don't know what is up with lately with looking at, not looking, but when you see promo photos for eyeshadows, palettes, they're so desaturated. They're so like, it's like you have the opposite of wanting to buy it. You know what I mean? Like you're not into it. So there are the shades. Like how beautiful is this color story? Like this brown has a bit of purple in it. This green is so beautiful. And then this topper, it doesn't have a huge shift. I actually feel like I prefer when they don't have like an intense shift, because on my eyes it just really doesn't show. So I prefer something that is like very subtle, because then it will just, you know what I mean? It plays better instead of like, am I making any sense? But you have your transition shade here. It's just so pretty. And with the sale, it's like 20 bucks, which is like, I'm here for that. More from Patrick Ta. I just like love his aesthetic. Okay, so we have a gloss in this set. And if you have any of his glosses, they kind of are all the same. I think there's like 3 shades, but they're all so sheer. They look very similar on the lips, regardless of which one you pick up. This one is the Major Glow Body Oil. This is a Dream Champagne, or maybe it's just called She's a Dream. I don't know, whatever. This one in here, if you get this set, I've wanted to get this when it released, but I was just like, no. It was also kind of pricey, the full size. And this is so good. It spritz out really nicely. The scent is like, it's really good. It initially feels kind of sweet and then it dries down into something like, it's just really delicious. Like, I really like the scent on this. So I'm really happy I got this set because I like I said, I like his brand. I love how it's like very woman focused and like celebrates women. Like, if you follow him on Instagram, it's very much like women in his life, people he does makeup on, and like I just love his whole, whatever his brand is, I'm a sucker for it. He also had those ones in an aerosol that I picked up in the sale earlier, like in the year or last year, whenever they released, and those are beautiful. But I feel like the nozzle clogged on one of mine. I bought 3 shades. One of them, the nozzle clogged. The other one, I felt like it kept dripping. So I think some effort and work needs to be made into troubleshooting that as far as packaging goes. But Viseart, I haven't bought anything from Viseart in a long time, since like the initial release of their palettes, only because they are quite expensive. And I feel like when, I don't know if the formula has changed or what, but I saw this dark edit palette and I really love the color story, but I don't know what I was thinking on the internet, like what I was thinking how large it would be based off of their like original size palettes. But this is tiny. Like, here's the Huda Beauty, okay? Or here's the Pat McGrath. Or here's just like a powder. Do you know what I mean? Like, this is tiny. Now, I think as far as grams go, like price per gram, I think this is one of the better deals as far as Viseart palettes go. So these are the shades. What drew me in was this green and then this purple. And I've done looks with both of these since getting this, and this purple really is stunning. But I'm like, I can't just keep it for that purple, right? I mean, there's gonna be something I can use. So this might go back, not because of quality, just because I don't know that I would reach for this, especially with having the Natasha Denona in Metropolis. I just don't think this is like a need. I mean, none of this is a need, but you know what I mean? Like, for me personally in my collection. Okay, what else am I missing here? Oh, here's the melting lip click I was talking about earlier. This is a brand new one. I'm excited. These are really the best. If you are in the market for a somewhat affordable lip product that goes on, and actually this would look very similar to the lip that I have on now. A little less glossy, but very similar. Last but not least, I picked up some skincare, and it's the Sephora Favorites Soko to Tokyo. Excellent deal. First of all, the reason I got it, I actually really didn't look too closely to see what was included, but I wanted a small bottle of this SK2 facial treatment essence. I have this exact size that I was using and am still using, and I really like it. I know this was like a really huge deal. I remember growing up and watching like Entertainment Tonight or Extra, who's with me here? And people would talk about SK2 like it was like, oh my God, like a magician's wand. It would just like change your skin completely, and I really like it. I think I've just overall in general been into more essence lately. I talked about the one that I got from Primera. That one's really good. I've also been using the Tatcha one, and I kind of want to get a better feel for what I really am into, but this is really good. I actually picked up a full size of this, like the biggest size they have, I think. No, whatever. I got it off of TJ Maxx's website, and I'll share that with you next week. Next week we'll do much more skincare. So what else is in this kit? You have a Saturday Skin mask. This is super pretty. You have the Belief True Cream Moisturizing Balm. I feel like I've received so many samples of this and I just can't get into it, and I want to. I feel like I'm missing something because everyone loves this so much. So we'll probably try this out again this winter. You get a mini of the Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask, which is great for travel. The bigger jar, even though it's travel friendly in terms of it not like spilling and it's sturdy, but it is heavy. I think the container is heavy, much more heavy than it needs to be. So this is exciting. We have, oh, okay, I already reviewed this for you. It's the Primera Alpine Berry Water Cream. That was in last week's video, I think. Ooh, Glow Recipe Avocado Melt Retinol. Glow Recipe is a brand I want to kind of delve more into. I believe I got their pineapple, is it the vitamin C serum, in one of my BoxyCharms, the full size of it. I haven't tried it out yet. This is looking so good on camera, this color. Or is it just me? Okay, so a retinol sleeping mask. That sounds like really, really cool. It's even kind of green. Okay. Also, oh, another Saturday skin product, the Bright Potion Probiotic Power Serum. I'm guessing this is good for discoloration, dark spots. Then the Cicapair Tiger Grass Color Correcting Treatment from Dr. Jar. Oh, SPF 30. I think a lot of people love this. I've seen many people talk about it. Quite positive. Ooh. Oh. Okay. Don't. Okay. So basically, I think because it was probably sitting upside down or something, but there's a lot in the cap. This smells very herbally. Color Correcting Treatment. Neutralizes redness. This might be something I'd be more into in the summer. Once the heat goes away, my skin is very, very like even toned. What do we have? I'm like horrible at transitioning. Okay, the next one is from Amore Pacific, the Treatment Enzyme Peel Cleansing Powder. Okay, I'm into cleansing balms, you know, right now. I don't know, the cleansing powders, the idea of it sounds so annoying to me. It's like you powder, 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 and then like water, 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 and then you like, it just seems like a lot of work. I mean, to some degree I understand it because it seems like then it's like a very fresh product, but is that really only important when it's like a serum or something? I don't know. I'm just like thinking out loud. And then lastly, it's the Shiseido Ultimune Power Infusing Concentrate. Again, this is something I have tons of samples of, like this exact bottle. I could probably create my full size. And I just haven't used it. I have to try it out. I mean, I have enjoyed a lot of Shiseido lately. And that's everything in this skincare kit. I think this kit was 40 bucks. So when you put a discount on it, it was like 30 some dollars. Really, really good deal, especially because you get this SK2. I believe this alone costs like, I don't know. I don't have my phone. I can't look it up for you, but a really good deal. So if you're interested in some skincare that's like probably gonna be good, like you'll probably like more than half the stuff, I would recommend this kit. Okay, I think that's it. Okay. Now that it's on my mind, this robe, yes. In the last video, I polled you guys, not thinking I would get the response that I did, but like everyone was like, bitch, do not wear that robe outside. Pretty much that was everyone's opinion, comment, heavily stressed. I don't know that I've ever really gotten that strong of a reaction or anything as so commented as that specific video regarding that robe. Some of you guys were like trying to be nice about it, like, it's so cute, yeah, but please don't wear it out. And then some of you guys were, I know who you guys are. You guys are so straightforward, like, do not wear that outside your home. It is not okay. Like, it almost felt like, oh, how do you describe it? You know when like if you don't say something in a situation, it suggests that you agree with it or you think it's okay, and everyone was like, we are not going to do this. Like everyone voiced their opinion full on. Thank you so much for that. I mean, every time I got a comment about it, I would like laugh. And then someone said something like, it reminded her of Shania Twain. And at first I was like, I didn't understand. And then I remembered, if you grew up when I grew up and Shania Twain was like all over like VH1, there was this one video where she had like a leopard like hood thing. Oh my God, I started laughing so hard. It was so funny. So thank you everyone for showing your, I guess, lack of support for the robe. I got a really good laugh. I feel like I can absolutely trust your opinion because you guys will not let me make mistakes. To be fair, I thought the robe was so cute. And when I saw it on camera, I was like, okay, yeah, this probably doesn't look. The more I tried to show it, I felt like the more it looked like a robe. And then obviously when you guys saw it, I thought about taking it out of the video, but I was like, you know what, let me just put it out there and see what happens. And that was really fun. So yes, I know this is legit a robe. This will not be worn outside. It is really cute though, look. Ugh, my camera. It has ears. I'm usually not one to get anything with ears, but This one's like not super obvious. Sometimes I see robes and I'm like, oh my God, I want that. And then I realize it's fucking unicorn, like unicorn horn sticking out of the hood or something. And I'm like, did not see that coming and did not like it. So, right, this is the haul. Basically, this whole video was a beauty haul. Next week, we'll see more skincare. I already have it set aside. We'll have Tatcha, we'll have some stuff from TJ Maxx, some more CBD products. So I will see you next week.